Good morning, my darlings. How are we doing? And today is day 1 of week 3 of the 12 weeks of Christmas. I know, right? Week 3 already. And this week we are looking at orders in, post out, national and international last posting days to guarantee your parcel or card gets to where it's going for Christmas. Now I know this incorporates the first week of October, okay, and normally the post office has its dates out by now, but they don't. It's probably because they're under new management, let's be honest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to base it on last year's dates. Okay, we're going to base it on last year's dates, and we're going to start with the international ones because they're the ones that could end up with you being a little bit more than stressed out. Okay, because Royal Mail International Economy, right? Royal Mail International Economy Post, if you're planning on using that this year to get stuff to your loved ones in all non-European destinations except South Africa, Canada, Middle and Far East, USA, Middle and Far East, then you're looking at sending it by the 2nd of October. I'm not even joking. Let's get it up on the screen so you can have a look, eh? Stuff that's to be tracked, and so that that person has got their item. These are the dates: Barbados, Belgium, Finland, Lithuania, Malta, Mexico, Portugal, Romania, Russia, South Africa and Ukraine must be out by the 2nd of December. Norway, Italy, Greece, Israel and Bulgaria by the 3rd of December. Australia, Austria, China, Denmark, France, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Japan, Spain, Switzerland, Netherlands, New Zealand, Poland, Singapore, Sweden and Thailand by the 6th of December, Ireland and the USA by the 10th of December. Okay. Obviously Canada last year had its postal strike. That has to be taken in consideration as well because other countries do it. They do it and you won't know until then. So the sooner you set, basically what this is saying is the sooner you get stuff out, the sooner it's going to get there, and it's going to get there on time. So this is the international standard mail. Normally Canada, because this is last year's information, whatever it says for the US is normally what it is for Canada. That's what I can tell you. That's about. Okay. So the international standard service for Africa, Asia, Australia, the Caribbean, Central and South Africa, China, People's Republic of China, Far and Middle East and New Zealand, 26th of November. Cyprus, Malta, Portugal and Spain, 27th of November. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Eastern Europe, except the Czech Republic and Poland. France, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Ireland, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Slovakia, Switzerland and Turkey, 28th of November. Czech Republic, Finland, Italy, Poland, Sweden and USA, 29th of November. Okay, so back up the top. So we can go back down again now, and we're going to start looking at the Parcel Force Worldwide Global Economy class. Okay, Parcel Force is basically the parcel section of Royal Mail, but they've split it off to be a separate thing. It's kind of like their courier service, but it's not actually a courier service. It's actually part of Royal Mail, and it's very confusing. So if you wanted to use their economy service, rest of the world unless listed below, 16th of October. 16th of October, people. Far East and Australasia. So the Far East is places like China, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, all of those kinds of places. You're looking at the 23rd of October, the Caribbean the 6th of November, and the US the 13th of November. Be aware, again, these are last year's dates. There is unrest. There is changes that have been made. So the sooner you get stuff out, the more likely it is to arrive on time. Global priority from Parcel Force. So, that was the cheaper version, that was the economy. This is the global priority. It's basically like first class mail rather than second. Barbados, Belgium, Finland, Lithuania, Malta, Mexico, Portugal, Romania, Russia, South Africa and Ukraine, the 2nd of December. Norway, Italy, Greece, Israel and Bulgaria, 3rd of December. Austria, Australia, China, Denmark, France, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Japan, Netherlands, New Zealand, Poland, Singapore, Spain, Switzerland, Sweden, Singapore and Thailand, the 6th of December, and Ireland and the USA is the 10th of December. Okay, global value. So this is the one in between, okay? The Caribbean and the rest of the world, unless listed below, 25th of November. So you don't realise. You think, oh yeah, it's the week before Christmas, I'll send everything and it'll get there. But it won't. Far East and Australasia, 26th of November. Europe, unless listed below, and the USA, 27th of November. Italy, Greece, Portugal and Spain, 28th of November. Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Republic of Ireland, 29th of November. Every, which is a courier service here in the UK. They have a long list. Yeah, so again, the whole thing about Canada was last year. Who knows, could happen again, but it could be a different country, so you need to allow for that. That's why I'm doing this in week 3, because if we don't have it organised and we're not ahead of ourselves, this kind of stuff can absolutely throw off everything. So, last recommended postage dates. I'm not going to read them all because my voice is already starting to crack. But I will scroll through them slowly so that you can see the dates for yourself. Now, remember, these are last year's dates. They will be very similar to this year's dates. But even though there are dates on here for the first week of October, the post office has not yet released the dates for this year. Every international priority, this is their priorities, okay, their priority date, so they will get it out as far, and it's, you pay extra, okay, it's a premium, it's first class every. And again, I'm not reading it all out, my voice is cracking already. Alright. Mostly those are the 13th of December, but there is a couple on the 11th and one on the 12th. Alright. Okay. So that's your dates for international. Yeah. It's not 8 weeks as everyone thought, is it? It's not 7 weeks. It's not 4 weeks. It's all over the place. And so you need to be organised. That's why I'm saying do this now. Week 3. You need to organise it now. Now this is within the UK, so it's national times. Alright? National dates. Anywhere you're sending within the United Kingdom, these are the dates. Well, these are last year's dates, but they'll be based around that. So I normally try and get everything out a week before the date. That's all I'm saying. Second class and second class signed for 18th of December. Royal Mail first class and first class signed for the 20th of December. Special delivery guaranteed 23rd of December. I really wouldn't leave it there. I wouldn't do that. That's asking for trouble. I'm just saying. I send edible things to my sister every year, or I try to, and I send it for the 20th because, yeah, it's safer that way, and I know she's going to get it, and it's not going to be locked up in the post office for 2 days, you know. Royal Mail 24-hour tracked 21st of December. Royal Mail tracked 48 hours 20th of December. This is what I normally do. So I normally go the tracked route, but I normally do it around the 20th of December. DPD, which is another courier service which is used by the post office as well, next day by 12. Okay, all postcodes excluding those below the 21st of December. Now the reason it's these ones is these are all extreme Highlands of Scotland or the Outer Hebridean Islands, or, you know, all of the very far extreme places that you may need a plane to get to, or a boat to get to, or something. Now that these ones are the 16th of December down here, HS1, etc. Let's have a very quick look and see what HS1. Oh, flip. HS1. Where is HS1 in the UK? Wow. It's the Channel Tunnel. HS1 is the Channel friggin' Tunnel. Okay? So it's weird places. So if you live in a weird place, or you live in a lighthouse, let your family know. Or if you have a family member that lives in a weird place, or, you know, let them know. Make sure you're organised, okay? They deserve Christmas too, even if they do live in a very interesting place.